What's up, guys? I'm Matt Reisinger.
And I'm Zack Dettmore.
And we are coming to you from Zack's job site, where this tool trailer is going to absolutely blow your mind. Today's build show, the most organized tool trailer in the world. Let's get going. Okay, so Build Show fans, you may know Zack Dettmore shooting videos over on Build Show Network, but literally, I think he's the most organized remodeler, contractor, carpenter I've literally ever met in my whole life. And I remember seeing you years ago. We did a van video with you like in 2016 that I was like, what? How's this even possible? Check this out, y'all. What size trailer are we talking about?
This is a 7 by 12 V-nose.
7 by 12, and the fun starts right here, doesn't it? What do we got, Zack?
This is the most important. A dehydrated worker is a sad worker, and an uncaffeinated one is a sad worker. So we've got cold brew.
Oh, I love it.
And we've got water. And I got to say, this thing is, we built a new trailer since then, and we put a larger fridge in it because of how much we use
it.
thing.
I can see that. Plus the microwave on the bottom.
The microwave's pretty good for the winter.
That's pretty good. But all the really mind-blowing stuff starts right back here. I'm going to start on the left-hand side before we can get in. It looks like you've got a spot for full-size sheet goods right here before we even get in, right? So we need to pull off some plywood, whatever you need for the job. It's all ready to go right here.
Yeah, so I think the important thing to know is if you have some sheet goods, you're either going to carve out space for them, or they're going to go in the middle and block everything.
Oh, that's awful.
So as much as I think a lot of people don't want to lose floor space, when you think about the loss in utility, it definitely makes sense to lose this 8 or 10 inches.
For sure.
And you're always going to have and need miscellaneous sheet goods on a construction site, whether it's protection, drywall patches.
Yep. And because you're a remodeling contractor, you also have your zip wall poles, if I can get these out correctly.
Yeah, you gotta kind of lift them up out of there.
And so these are staged so you can add a temporary wall wherever you need to on a job site, all ready to go in there. Looks like you've got all of your clamping devices in the top here.
Yep, we also got a space for 4x8 studs, and this is for a long rail for a track saw in there.
Smart. And
as you'll see here, these are Milwaukee pack-out brackets, but they snap off, so you can actually remove this and all the shelving and drive a piece of equipment in here or fill this, because this is more of a job storage trailer. It's not to run around to every job. It's just on an active construction site to have a dry place to put your tools that it's safe.
To get everything that you need. Yeah.
Exactly.
And your company you call yourselves Home Improvement, but really you're doing all kinds of remodeling projects, decking projects that involve carpentry, where you're the lead carpenter on the job and you're doing a little bit of everything. So you might need some fasteners, you might need some glue, you might need cords, you might need some things for other trades as well.
Exactly. So it's all going to be a drop zone in here, and it's all under surveillance as well. So there's cameras around the outside of this trailer.
Smart.
Which help just keep us monitoring. At least we know who's on the job. We can check those remotely. But really loving the way this works out, from just even silly things like having water in here, extra fasteners.
Now it makes sense you'd have a table saw stored in here, but I was surprised to see a Craig. This is the Foreman, right? Which is a stationary Craig jig. What are you guys using this Craig jig for?
We use it a lot for blocking in the rough phases of the job. We do a lot of mock-ups, so it's easy to assemble things to show clients what things are going to look like, and then once we get to the finish stages, we try and pre-assemble as much as possible, because a lot of our work we're actually painting and finishing ourselves, so we get a lot of callbacks for joints opening up or failing. So if we can reinforce them with pocket holes, that's an inexpensive thing to do.
Smart. I really like that. Now, you showed me this earlier. Let's see if I can explain this well enough.
Yeah.
This is a triple pack out. That's the thin model. You've got them labeled as essentials, fasteners, bits, and drivers. And when I open this up, this to me looks like this is a remodeler who's been around the block before and had a couple problems, right? You've got shark bites, you've got wire nuts, electrical tape, tube cutter, extra blades for both your fine tool, your jigsaw blade, your Sawzall, batteries, PPE, all kinds of marking devices. Is that a continuity tester, I'm guessing? It's got some
That's
greens
just
for
an electrical tester. So if you're
Yeah.
doing a little bit of demo,
Tell if a
you can
wire's
come
live.
and check.
Yeah, really smart. But what's really cool about this is check this out. This tag right here, you have your phone on you, brother?
I do. Here you go.
So this tag, it's a QR code, listatags.com. So here's check that out. When you open it up, this is going to show what the full inventory looks like on this box. So in other words, if some compartments are empty, here's what it looks like normally when it's full. And then talk to me about how to reload.
We have a cabinet which houses most of the inventory items. So it's pretty simple to just restock out of that. You can set them on the table, and we sort of affectionately think of this as our daily carry. So you're going to be a more profitable, effective carpenter if you have these within close proximity. And a lot of times as a carpenter, you'll find yourself not pre-drilling a hole, not because you're a slouch, but you're trying to move quickly, and then you end up splitting the wood. It ends up costing you more money. So by having all the bits and drivers and things you need close to you, the work's going to look better. You're going to have less callbacks. It's just going to be a win for everyone. So these actually end up totaling in at about $500 to $600 per
worth of goods.
Drivers, and some of the compartments are 3D printed, so even the compartments are a little expensive. But
wow.
Totally worth it. And
you have everything you need on the job site.
And if I go meet with Kalen, his stuff is organized the same way, Carter's stuff is organized the same way, my stuff's organized, so we're not doing that. Where do you keep the Phillips bits here?
Right.
So there's not
Smart.
that learning curve. So try and have it, take that, it's muscle memory. The essentials, has the PPE in it. You're going to grab some if you need it.
That's a really great point, that muscle memory. I hadn't thought about that. And then you're keeping some power tool essentials, the things that you might need. You've got Kaizen Foam for them, which, if you're not familiar, is a foam that you can basically lay out yourself. And then when something's missing too. Let's say if that Kaizen Foam has been cut. Man, so awesome to have everything in here. Also, like your organization for just having a couple of cans of whatever you're going to need on the job site, as well as all of your caulk tubes in here, tape, PPE, helmets, and battery chargers. You got everything you need in here, man.
I try. There's always something missing, but at least we're give it the old college try to get as organized as we can.
Really impressive, man. So Zack has done more than one video on his organization, on his use of QR codes. You are literally the most organized carpenter remodel I've ever met in my life. Super impressive, brother. And if you don't know, Zack is shooting videos over on buildshownetwork.com on a weekly basis. I'm going to link in the description below several of his videos that he's done on organization, on this tool trailer, on his van, which is also incredible. Super awesome, dude. By the way, he's also shooting videos and short clips from his job sites over on Instagram on a pretty much daily basis. So you can go check him out at Dettmore101 on Instagram. So thankful to have you on the network, brother.
Thanks, Matt. Good to be here.
Always fun. Guys, if you're not currently a subscriber, hit that subscribe button below. We've got the best content from building sites all over the world these days. Or you can also check out all the other contributors. Besides Zack and I, we actually have 12 other contributors over on buildshownetwork.com publishing videos from their job sites on a weekly basis. We got a really cool team of pros on the job showing you exactly how they do their best work. So that being said, hit that subscribe button below. We've got new content every Tuesday and every Friday here. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on The Build Show.